All right, everybody, welcome. It is Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV for another live Thursday night live. Yes, 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 yes. So welcome, welcome, welcome. What am I looking for? I forgot what I was looking for. Oh, my tea. Welcome, everybody. Go ahead and gather around. Let's spin a tale of what we are doing for this live. We're going to do a collective reading, and then we are going to do a reading for everybody by element. So we're going to do the fire signs first. We're going to do fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So we're going to do that. And then we are going to go on and do the rest of the elements: fire, earth, air, and water. Fantastic. So gather around, get your favorite bevy or your favorite smoke, and let's go ahead and discuss what's been going on lately. How's everybody doing out there? Drop your sign in the chat, all of that. Go ahead and do that. And what we got going on is we're right in the middle of Neptune going direct. So what does that mean? Well, Neptune rules Pisces, and this is all about the veil being lifted. Pisces is very inspirational, very, very psychic, intuitive, emotional, sometimes to a fault. Hey, Gene, how you doing? Man, we're seeing a lot of each other this week, aren't we? So welcome, 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 welcome. Capricorn in the house. All right, so we were just talking about Neptune going direct. So the veil lifts. A lot of epiphanies have happened. A lot of realizations come to light that we haven't realized before. So, and I see a lot of people going through that epiphany. Like just before I jumped on the live, somebody texted me and said, hey, when you did my reading, did you mention so-and-so wasn't going to talk to me? Because I said that, you might have some drama with some friends. And the one friend that she didn't think would ever have the drama with, had the drama with. And it's like, as soon as that Neptune energy comes in, man, all of a sudden the veil lifts and you get to see sometimes the ugly truth of people, places, and things. So be aware of that. Can we put the collective reading down? Yeah, we could do that because we're doing the collective energy. Here's a little side note. Probably 5 minutes before I started the live, I thought we were going to have another live like we did the last time, where it took so long to get this thing going because it started acting up that way again. And I was like, nope, I can't blame it on Mercury retrograde this time. So so welcome again to Thursday Night Lives. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Oof. It's been a day. It's been a week. That's for sure. It's been a week. Gene, where's Scott? Is he working? Where the hell is Scott? Scotty? Where the hell are you, Scotty? All right, so let's see, what else can we talk about? I had a couple things in mind to talk about. This Neptune energy, the veil is lifted. Some are saying hallelujah, and some are going, son of a bitch, It all depends on how you look at it. But yeah, that's exactly what's going on. That's the big thing. And we also have solar flares going on. These solar storms still raging, still making things happen, fucking with energy. I'm going to tell you what, I usually I don't feel a lot of the symptoms of the solar flares. Once in a while I will. Sometimes I won't even know that there's a solar flare going on. And if my ears ring or the pressure's messing up, Oh, okay. He's working till 8. Oh, bummer. He might catch the end of it. We'll see. But what's going on here? Oh, switch the screen. So, like this time, this round of solar flares for me has really, I've really felt it. I mean, I have really felt it. And basically all the symptoms. Hey Heather, how are you? Thanks for being here. Drop your sign of the, oh yeah, you did, Gemini. Gemini's reading was crazy for the freaking weekend, just so you know. So is Capricorns. But when we were talking about solar flares and solar storms, and man, was I really feeling that. I was going to switch over to the face. What am I doing? Yeah. Too many buttons to press today. But man, am I feeling it. Ears ringing. Every time my ears start to ring, I do an energetic reset. You know what I mean? And that's no woo. That's a real thing. I want you all to be aware of that. Yes, it was, and it was spot on. Good. Oh, yeah, we got ring that bell, ring the bell. I'm in a goofy mood tonight, so I apologize in advance. So let's clear our energy. Let's settle down. You know how I get at the beginning of these lives. It's getting better, though. I'm telling you, it is. Ooh, look at that. Average view duration, 333. There's 3 conviewed viewers, 3 views, and average view duration, 333. Wish I could just turn the camera around and show it to you. Unbelievable. That's cool. 3s are growth. No, I'm not burning a joint. Watching while working. Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad you're here. Yay! Scott's in the house. All right, let's clear everybody's energy. Breathe that Palo Santo in, baby doll. We're going to clear the studio out because it needs it. I marathoned the freaking weekend this morning. And you might notice, I'm going to bring it to your attention. You probably wouldn't notice it if I didn't say it. But you're going to notice that this eye, or is it this eye? I think it's this eye. Is bloodshot? No, I'm not stoned in the morning. It's just that the water gets in my eyes, and I just got out of the shower before I filmed the the freaking weekend, and I was doing the editing at the center today for it, and I was like, ooh, I look stoned, but I forgot that it always does that. When I get out of the shower, my eyes are bloodshot. Did I clear the decks? Yes. Did I clear my energy? No. The one that needs it the most. Here, let me add a little flame to it. My Palo Santo stick's getting awfully small. Ooh, look at that. And now oh my God, I wish I could show this to you. And now the average view duration is 444. That's crazy. The water gets in your eyes. It does, the water. Hey, I said I didn't take a shower before I started this. I admit to nothing. Okay. But if anyone knows, if you know, you know. So, no, I'm not smoking crack. It's your crack smoking tarot reader. Happy Thursday. Just kidding. Smoking crack would probably be cheaper. I'll tell you that much. But I love a girl named Mary Jane, and boy, does she love me back. She treats me good every time, and ooh, she just makes me want to snack. All right, we cleared the energy out. We're good. I'm feeling good. Let's go ahead and let's start the collective reading. We're going to do a nice quick reading for this is the motif of the night, if you will. Let's use big words. We are going to get the vibe for the rest of the month because it's the end of the year. You know what I mean? So let's do it for the rest of the month. Collectively, what do we need to be aware of? What are we going to go through? What's the advice? I always do things in threes, you know? So it's always problem, solution, and outcome. And or past, present, future. I always do like the spread in threes. You'll never see this motherfucker do a Celtic cross. I'm done doing that. That's what I did when I was starting out, and I just couldn't relate to this is what crosses you. I don't even teach the Celtic cross in my tarot classes, which if you want to learn tarot, I'm your bitch. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the table. I'm telling you, y'all in for a treat today. Y'all in for a treat today. Let's do it. Let's get the collective energy. Let's do it. Let's ramp it up. Let's raise our vibrations. Ooh. Let's do it. Do y'all like the setup? I really like that. It's evolved, We've come a long way, baby. From electronic tea lights to a cardboard printed sign of Raise Your Vibration TV to nice swag and a beautiful ambiance. All right, let's get the collective reading for the rest of the year. Let's do it for the rest of 2025. And I say good riddance to 2025. I haven't had a New Year's Eve party in a long time, but let me tell you, I am done with 2025. I mean, it didn't start out good for me, that's for sure. I'm still reeling from that shit. All right, let's put it together. What's the collective energy? All right. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So this is how this has turned out for all of us. Is what do we focus on? Balance. But also justice. Justice. And I want you to focus on that because Neptune going direct now is releasing almost a 15-year karmic cycle. 15 years of finally releasing this energy. And what does it do? It balances out. What does it do? It serves justice where it needs to be served. And we have so much going on the world stage about things coming into an alignment, balance, and justice. You know what I'm saying? So that is big. So let's all focus on balance, on reciprocating energy. Well, we got the big one, and we got, I kind of like that, the big one and the small one. Sure, I get it. I get it. That is hysterical, Gene. But anyway, we've got the 9 of Swords, the Judgment, and the 7 of Cups. We have to reset ourselves free in order for this balance. Nope, you didn't. We just started doing the collective reading, Jen. So welcome, welcome, welcome. So for the rest of the year, collectively, what we need to focus on is balance. We need to let go of anxiety expectations. We need to set ourselves free from being confused and locked into some kind of indecision. We need to set ourselves free. Free. Getting rid of the other indecisions and all of that, and putting things into balance. The 6 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Swords is saying Okay. New idea, opportunities, and reciprocating energy. That's all we should be focused on. Why are we indecisive? Why do we have to put ourselves through this form of anxiety? No more. Don't need it. We need to stand in our power. We need to take that back. You know what I mean? But enough of the anxiety and the indecision. Do you boo? Coming out of this year, we're coming into a new way of looking at things. Definitely a new way of looking at things. And I believe that we've got to make some tough decisions about exactly how to balance our life out, and for the rest of the year, setting ourselves free from this crazy year. I mean, it's been a roller coaster year. It really has. And I say good day. Let's get some oracles to reinforce the message here, and then we'll move on to the elements. Check me out tomorrow on TikTok at 8 o'clock. Gonna do some energy reads tomorrow night too. Yeah, look at that. Putting in the effort to focus on balance. For the rest of the year, work on you. Work on you. Work on you, the masterpiece. This is getting things done, Welcome, everybody. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Dedicated effort. So collectively, we need to put in the effort for things to reciprocate, to put things back into balance. All right. Ace of Swords again. So communication is important for the rest of the year, and a new way of communicating, a new way of looking at things. Stepping into more of a balanced life, but putting in the work. It takes work to get out of a negative mindset because it's so much easier to sit in one. But this is all about balance, justice. Again, the karmic wheel is turning, and that's great. Reciprocating energy is a big focus for the rest of the year. So only put the effort into what pays off. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But justice. Things come into justice. And I can see that. I could really see that happening. Why are you shuffling that with that card still in there? I think it's because they wanted to leave that out to make sure that you focus on that. Balance is achieved by putting your focus on it. It's not trying to juggle things and taking a little out of this one, out of that one. Sure, you're getting the mix right, but it's your energy that determines whether it's balanced or imbalanced. And you can tell on a different day. You know what I mean? On any different day when you're a little off. And everybody around you can feel it. You know what I mean? So that's going to do it for the collective. Let's go ahead and move towards our first batch of readings for the rest of the year. And we are going to start with fire signs. So welcome, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's get to it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle the cards. I'm going to put 3 piles down. And it's going to be for each of the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is my gang, fire signs. I am loud and proud Leo. All right, so for Aries, the rest of the year is not being tempted by anything that's going to ruin your vibe. Leo, you got to let go of the imbalance. Again, we were talking about things balancing out. And then we have the Two of Pentacles reversed. But I'm going to tell you something. Like the devil is, when the devil is present upright, it says, all right, come on, I dare you. You know what I mean? And that's when I say, don't be tempted to, and then the next card. But when it's reversed, that's freeing yourself from this temptation of whatever it is, Aries. For Leo, it's the same thing. This is lack. This is things not being in balance because you're focusing on lack and not abundance. You got a lot of plates spinning. Yes, yes, yes. However, when it's reversed, that shows that you're stepping into that balance. For Sagittarius, look at all of these cards are reversed. That's odd. But it tells a story here. With Sagittarius, if it was the Tower, it would be like, oh boy. Oh, we got some sudden change coming on. But what this really means in my practice when I see a reversed Tower is the worst is over with. So Sag, we're walking out of this new year, walking into this new year, knowing that the worst is over. Leo, you're walking into the rest of the year with, I love my balanced life. I allow abundance into my life. Aries is not today, Satan. I'm walking into the new year, not tempted by any bullshit. It's weird. All of these are reversed. I think that's telling, is that the fire signs are not fucking around and finding out. In fact, I think the other signs need to understand that. Don't fuck with a fire sign towards the end of the year. You fuck around and you find out. But not one of these fire signs are settling for anything less. You know, Aries is ready to move on. So let's clarify this. Yeah. An opportunity here. Page of Pentacles brings that in. Knight of Swords brings in some messages. And the 10 of Cups, that's the best way to end out the year right there. So a focus on family, Aries, is a huge thing for you for this end of the year. Okay? Let's move these over just a little bit more. Yeah, we'll do that right there. Okay, cool. Now, let's get some clarifiers for Leo. Let's do it. What else does Leo need to know? Okay, wow. It'd be great if they all fell out in threes like that. Okay, so we are moving on from a stuck mentality to a prosperous mentality. Again, the Two of Pentacles is representing no more of the imbalance. No more. And knowing that you deserve it. You're stepping into the 2026 knowing that you deserve it. You are out of this stuck mentality. Again, good riddance 2025. That's what I say. Shit. Basically spent like half a fucking year recovering, which I'm very grateful for because, you know, it could have been a lot worse. But, you know, you put it in fucking terms like that. Almost half a year. Half a year. All right, let's get clarifiers. That's why I'm shutting the door on 2025 and watching how I drive. Well, it wasn't my driving. I had to watch everybody else's. But good riddance. All right, now, Sagittarius. We're getting this. No longer holding back. So don't hold back. Not one bit. I don't think you will. But I want you to protect your energy and stand your ground. Leaving 2025, no more bullshit. And 9 of Cups, beautiful. Opening up to prosperity and abundance. Fantastic. I love that for you, fire signs. Now, let's get an oracle or two. Yes, I like it. All right, Aries. We're going to do an oracle and a closing message, and we're good. Keep them. Okay. Wow, we got the devil card out again. Master that shit. Wow. Helpless and hopeless. Yeah, this is what you're getting out of, moving towards it, and really speaking your truth, Aries. You've got something to say. Say it. Say it. Wow. Wow. So you not there's a thing of not getting involved in family drama. Oh, Leo only had one, and that's it. Joy and stability. That's it. Just joy and stability. Beautiful. That's all you need to focus on. Joy and stability. And boy, I'm telling you, I got plenty of joy. And the strength card, Sagittarius, you've got this. Don't hold back that strength. Unleash that shit. All right? Leo, focus on joy and stability, and you'll have that. That's why that Two of Pentacles is reversed, because the Two of Pentacles upright would show a lack of stability and joy, and you are opened up to that. That is beautiful. Getting out of a stuck mentality. Aries, ain't dealing with any family drama and really speaking your truth. I love that. Let's get a closing message from the Cosmic Energy Oracle. Cosmic Energy Oracle. Aries, your closing message for the rest of the year is wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience and reflection. Absolutely. And not looking back anymore and moving forward. Every one of the fire signs are definitely moving forward in a much stronger position. Leo, awareness. Maintain awareness. Be present in every moment. Exactly. Because when you stay in the present moment and focus on joy and stability, my God, does it come rushing in. So be aware. Where's my focus going? Stuck? Joy and stability? What is it, you know? And Sagittarius, love it. Love is everywhere. Open your heart to feel it. Beautiful. Loving that. All right. Wow. Damn. Fire signs, that's one hell of a way to get out of here. Leo, wow. You just made it. I'm glad you're here. But wow, what an excellent reading. So just be aware of being in the present moment. Focus on your joy and stability, Leo, and prosperity will be yours. You know, the imbalance is out. Again, this whole Neptunian energy is releasing a karmic cycle here. 15 years. And Sag, love. Love is all you need. All right? That's fantastic. Let's clear the board, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, Firesides. The weekly tarot reading is posted on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And, of course, the freaking weekend is posted Fridays at 10. I just got so much for you. And, of course, lives on Thursdays. You know? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And now I'm going to be doing Sunday mornings on TikTok. I mean, what? What? I like it. All right. Let's clear the energy. Let's clear the cards out. Okay. Let's see. Let's switch it over. Thank you so much. Fire signs, but we are moving to earth signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Raise your hands. Raise your hands in the air. And put them up like you just don't care. I am so glad my computer's not overloading because, man, at first it was like, oh, my God. All right, everybody. Are you ready? Drum roll. Earth signs for the rest of the year. We have Taurus. Look at that. The Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles upright. Now that takes on a different meaning than it did for Leo. And that is, you gotta lighten the load, Taurus. You gotta start focusing on balance instead of the imbalance. It's very, 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 very cool that the whole collective reading was about balance. And now with the individual signs, we're finding out where the balances and imbalances are. You can't make this shit up, and I love it. Virgo, don't turn your back on an opportunity before the end of the year here. I want you Well, I don't want you. Of course, I would love to, but I don't want to be like that. But your guides are telling me that your bowls are really never empty, and we need to go out this year with gratitude. Gratitude, an attitude of gratitude. Capricorn, Seven of Pentacles reversed. We're not nurturing what means the most to us, and we have to be aware of that for the end of the year. We're going to release you know what? I've neglected myself. I've neglected my priorities, what I consider priorities, where I make everybody else a priority. And my dreams, hopes, and wishes get put off to the wayside, Not anymore. Again, what are we walking into 2026 with? I hope a lot of money in your pockets. I hope a feeling of lightness as you float into 2026 because you've released your burdens. 2025 has been a lesson teacher if I've ever seen one. All right. So let's get Taurus clarifiers. Let's get clarifiers for the rest of the year for you. Wow. Taurus, you need some healing. It's time. Oh, I hope I don't get pulled off because of those titties. Gonna cover those. Yeah, Three of Swords. We're letting this go. It's time to let it go. Put in the work to let go. Shut the door on this shit. That's what's got you imbalanced. You know what I mean? If I really wanted to, I could go deep into this, Taurus, but you already know what you have to do. You have to do some healing and put in the work to get rid of this negativity that you've allowed to cause an imbalance. A lot of you are probably like, okay, well, I'm not going to get the 10 of Swords, and I'm sure the hell not going to get 3 of Swords because it's not a double in the deck, Do any of you do that? Like, oh God, they got the devil. Good, All right, I ain't going to lie, I do that. All right, so Virgo, interesting. Let down your walls. You're resilient. You've been through a lot this year too, Virgo. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a winning attitude. We're transforming for the rest of the year. 5 of Swords, win or lose. Page of Swords, an idea comes in. Something here is, again, this is an opportunity you shouldn't pass up. You heard it here first, Virgos, but you cannot pass this up. All right. Now, Capricorns, seeming that everybody got some of the shitty cards. I'm just kidding. But that's how your mind thinks, Ooh, whoa. All right. All right, let's see what happened. They said to keep the ones on the floor and put the one on the table back. Okay, so, all right. Ooh, all right. Page of Pentacles. Opportunity here. A fresh approach at things. I'm loving this because there's a lot of pentacles here. And what do pentacles equal? Money. All right. The Lover's card. Good. Partnerships, relationships. Those are so important to you. That's the thing. Are we putting the right time into the relationships that need to be nurtured? Speaking of nurturing with the 9 of Pentacles, this is great. This is great. This is you deserving so much more. All this has been Pentacles, except the Lovers, which is fantastic. The Lovers, before they were the Lovers card, it was a card of making a choice. And you have to make a choice. Take the opportunity. Put in the time to work things out here. You're getting the opportunity towards the end of the year to get it straight, to get it right. Good. Now, let's, Gene, you do that, huh? All right, let's get an oracle for each. There they are right there. Some bitch. All right, Taurus, change your focus. Absolutely. You're focused on Everything out of imbalance. You know, some of you almost have like a victim mentality here too, but I'm not judging. I'm just saying, you know, don't shoot the messenger, but change your focus onto a new horizon. Okay. Virgo, daydreams and decisions. Yeah, it's time to make a decision here, especially about an opportunity that you're going to be given towards the end of the year. Again, you've heard it here first. You can thank me later. And look at this, Capricorn, well-deserved reward. Now, remember last night's live on TikTok, what did we close the night out with? Well-deserved reward. 9 of Pentacles out again. This is all Pentacles opening up to abundance. That's big, Capricorn. That's big. All right, let's get a closing message for Earth signs. What's the advice going into 2026 for Taurus? What do we have? Which one? One on the bottom. Okay. Insight. Insight is the fruit of wisdom. Keep a learning attitude. Again, changing your focus, learning from this, feeling your energy out. But insight is key. And so is changing your focus. That is key. What do we have for Virgo? Is joy. Joy is the dance of the soul. Enjoy every moment. Yeah. Really make it a ritual to bring joy into your life. That's the decision you need to make. All right. Closing message for Capricorn. Which one? The bottom. It's trust. Trust your intuition. The universe guides you. Absolutely. Go into 2026 knowing that the universe is bringing you and guiding you to where you need to be. And it's a hell of a lot better and a hell of a lot even just by far than you could imagine. Why? Because you deserve it. And the reason why we don't align to things is because 9 times out of 10, we believe we don't deserve them. Well, I'm here to tell you there's a different way to skin that cat. The millionaire doesn't become rich because he's got a good fucking idea. Sure, that's part of it. But he doesn't think, oh, I'll never be rich. The millionaire acts like he's rich. That doesn't mean go max out your credit cards, guys. What I'm saying is that you have to believe that you are rich already while you're brushing your teeth. Say it. Thank you for my wealth. Thank you for my money. Me and money have a great relationship, if that's what it is. And you can say that about anything. Yeah, butterflies on all of those cards. And what do butterflies mean? Transformation. And this has been a transformative year for all of us. But 2026 is going to be even better. Okay? We're going to do a whole series on that. I got that in the works, all right? So, Earth signs, thank you so much for joining us. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Absolutely. Make sure you check out your midweek reset tarot reading. That's the vibe for Wednesday to Tuesday. The whole week we get the astrology, all of that. What did you guys think if you watched the midweek reset? What did you think of the astrology having its own thing? What do you think of that? Oh, hi, Jess. Thanks for joining. What'd you do? Fall asleep? Hi, Barb. How you doing? Welcome. Everybody's coming in. We just did the Earth signs reading. So now we're going to get air. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get the vibe for all's y'all. Okay? You air signs. You pesky air signs. Raise your hands in the air signs. All right. Yep, we did. All right, so you want me to stack them again. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I thought too, I didn't feel like I had to rush the readings because after a while, it just seems like you're just repeating the same script. You know, it's taxing, but that made things a lot better. It gave you 5 more minutes of advice instead of the same thing I'm repeating for everybody, you know? So good. That's going to be a keeper. All right. So Gemini for the end of the year. Yeah. It's no more restrictions. You're resilient. You're ready to close this year out. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about it. All right. Libra. Lack of belief of success can put you in a victim mentality. And it seems like that's where we're at here. We need to let go of the victim mentality and the woe is me, because this person isn't throwing their arms up in the V for, I'm such a fucking victim. Everything happens to me. No. When it's upright, it means victory and success. And that's what you need to focus on. The universe is telling you leave 2025 with that victim mentality out the door and embrace the true meaning of this card. Just focus on 2026, victory and success. That's it. That's it. Aquarius, put some things to rest that no longer serve you, that you've held on for 2025 or possibly longer. And get rid of it. Okay? And get rid of it. Let's clarify this for Gemini. Gemini is ready to get the fuck out of Dodge. I mean, I'm just getting this. I just want you to be a little bit patient. You still got some things to work out. Clarifying this, yeah, the anxiety is still there. So don't lie to yourself. You got to deal with it. And look at 3 9s. 999. And believing that you're worthy of it. 9 of Pentacles. Being open to abundance. Look at this. 999. And what does this say? We're going to give you this too. Don't give up. Right. Release and let go. So again, don't get too antsy. You got some shit to work out, but that's okay. That's quite all right. But the 9s you are almost to all the 10s. 2026 is all 10s for you. Oh, your card was upside down. Okay, let's get some clarifiers for Libra for the end of the year. What else are we adding to this? Is that it? Yes. Son of a bitch. What do we have? The 8 of Pentacles and the fucking 6 of Wands, which is doubling down on you focusing on victory and success. Wow. 8 of Pentacles is working on your craft, your skill, what you do, your passion, your pleasure. Or maybe you're going into this year learning a new skill, like not becoming and staying a victim. Very good. Now, Aquarius, what else? What do we need to put to rest? Because the 4 of Swords is always putting something to rest. What is it? Wow. 2 3s, the Empress and the 3 of Pentacles. The need for outside validation when you can clearly give it to yourself. Stop looking for, you did a great job, Aquarius. You're doing great. Aquarius, you don't need that. You need to look in the mirror when you're brushing your teeth and say that. Look at how far you've come. I'm going to treat you to something. This is growth, though. You still got time. We still have time. But this is growth. The 3s are growth. It's funny. 9s, sixes, threes. 369. All you air signs are manifesting something here. Be patient with your process. Gemini, don't jump the gun. Libra, get your head straight. You're not a victim, you're a victor. Aquarius, put this need to everybody to give you, to say yes to you. You need to let that go. You need inside validation, not outside validation. Fuck yeah. All right. Let's get an oracle to top that off. Let's top it off with an oracle, shall we? Taurus and Libra. Darkest fears. Yep, you need to work on that. Look at another 9. I said Taurus. It's Gemini. Another 9. Number 9. Number 9. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Look at that. Another 6. What? Healing begins, Gemini. Libra. Uh-oh. When you let go of the victim mentality. 6, 6, 6. Uh-oh. No, he just said the sign of the beast. No, far from that, folks. Far from that. 666 is realignment, which you desperately need. Harmony in relationships, and you need to do some reflection. That's how that all can come into play here. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get Aquarius's. Wow. Okay, and it's taking the lead, Aquarius. Taking the lead. Wow. 2 4s, 2 3s. Interesting. Take the lead. Put this shit to rest and take the lead. Look at all those 9s, Gemini. Look at that. 9999999 99999 99999 99999. All right. It would have been great if another 3 came out of there. You know what I mean? It would have just made my millennium. All right. Let's get a closing message for Gemini. Ooh. All right. So that's for Aquarius. This is for Libra. Let's get one for Gemini. See the way they landed on their piles like that? I cannot let that go. I could not grab that. My intuition said, nope. It works that fast. God, if it could do that for everything in my life. All right, Gemini. Prayer is a dialogue with the universe. Express your wishes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tell the universe what you want. Do not give up. Let go of the need to control. Okay? Let's get... Oh, we already got it, remember? All right, Libra, how do you do this? With strength. Absolutely. That's how you get yourself out of that victim mentality. Your inner strength is boundless. Unleash it. Okay? Unleash it. And Aquarius, collaboration. Collaboration achieves greater goals. And I'm going to tell you something right there. How many effing people are standing on that? Oh, there's 4. Wah, wah, wah. You know what? No, it works. 4, 4, 4. Actually, I thought it was only 3 people, but there's 4 there. You clearly see that. I mean, if you're going to count the dog, if you're going to split hairs. Oh no, is that a dog? What are they dragging there? Is that a dead body? I don't know what's going on, but there's 3 people in one group and then there's a 4th off. So we're going to do this. We're going to give you 3s and 4s. That's growth, creativity, and divine support. The 4s are protection and stability. Wow, air signs. You really got the whole gamut, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Air signs. Oof. Wow. God damn. I love that. I love it when spirit works like that, especially when it's live. Ain't nobody screwing it up. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit. That's a great way to end the year, man. That's beautiful. All those 9s. You got to pay attention to that. Shit. Maybe you should play like the numbers or something like that. All the nines. 999. That's brilliant. All right. Thank you so much, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Keep hitting those hearts. I don't know. You don't tap them in YouTube. Do you tap them in YouTube? I don't know. All right. We're going to take a little breather here. Have a little drink. Look at that. I'm a UTSA dad. I'm a San Antonio daddy. And a damn good looking one, I must say. All right. Ooh, I coughed. You have something to say. Oh, yeah, you tap a heart here. Oh, my friend Jules was saying that she wore her thumbs out tapping on the screen last night in that TikTok live, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So if you want to hang out, let's do it. All right. So let's see. Let's take air signs off the board. And oh my God, last but not least is water signs. Damn, we went through that fast. Okay. All right. Card daddy. Wow. All right, water signs, welcome. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, end of the year. Let's see what we got to do here. This is how I'm going to do it. Water signs, so pay attention. 3 piles. We're going to start off with my main deck. Man, this deck's starting to wear out. Water signs, water signs, water signs nationwide is on your side. All right. Let's get it. 3 piles. Boom, boom, boom. First one, Cancer. Victory and success. That's how you go out this year. You're goddamn right. Recognize. Scorpio. 10 of Cups reversed. Okay. We may be feeling disappointed, but I don't want you to feel disappointment. What I want you to do is to open up to the possibilities. The payoff is there if you say, I deserve it. Pisces, 3 of Cups, that's celebrating. That's beautiful energy. That's family energy. The 3 of Cups and the 10 of Cups indicate family, friends. It's like friends and family. That's the way I look at it. 3 of Cups, friends. 10 of Cups, family. 3 of Cups, though, is working towards a group of things. You know what I mean? This kind of reminds me, Jessica, I mean, especially the girl in the middle, because that kind of looks like you. But it kind of reminds me, every time I see the 3 of Cups like that, I always think of the picture we took on the beach, you know, with me, you, and Josh, and Chewy. Aw, Chewy. He's dead. All right, so let's go ahead and get a clarifier for Cancer. Oh, shouldn't do that. 6 of Wands, success, Cancer. You might be going to a really cool New Year's Eve party. For some reason, I'm getting that for some of you Cancers. Actually, all of this kind of looks like that. All right, let's get it. Ooh, I love this. Damn, Cancer, that's beautiful energy. 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. Yeah. That's feeling great. What, Jess? He was my dog. He's dead. He's dead. I think I killed him. I think I fed him too much junk food. I didn't know. All right, so Cancer, 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. This is great change, stability. This is good. If any of you Cancers are single, I mean, you're ready to mingle. I think maybe that's what you're going into this new year, ready to settle down. I mean, a lot of you Cancers could be, oh, look at that. I just blew out the candles. Wow. Yeah, maybe celebrating. Something's going on. All right, Scorpio, let's get some clarifiers for you. Messages coming in quick, changes. So you're still not, maybe that's it. You're unsettled because a lot of things are changing towards the end of the month, and you may, feel a little insecure about it. But that's okay. The universe wants you to know to pull out that inner strength, All right. Let's get Pisces. What's the clarifiers for Pisces here? Oh, look at that. 8-8. Nice. 8s are abundance. So open up to it. Ooh. Which one do I keep? This one. All right. These come up. Okay. Very good. Very good. All right, Pisces. Ace of Wands, a new beginning here, an opportunity. I really like that. A new beginning, all in all. And another 3, the Empress. Feeling confident, bold, brave, ready to fare the next year with a new way of looking at things, embracing change instead of being scared of it, and nurturing yourself, which works out for everybody involved. You know what I mean? Oh, he lived a good life. Rest in peace, Chewie. Oh, little dog prince. Oh, yeah, he was a good dog. He was like the only animal that I ever bonded with. I needed to. He melted my Grinch heart. And then he just started to get annoying. All right, so there's Cancer and there's Scorpio, and that's Pisces. Okay. Let's see what the oracles have to say. Cancer, daydreams and decisions, make them a reality. Yeah, this is strong energy here, Cancer. What I'm getting off of this is that you are ready to embrace this new year. Has new meaning for you. You know what I mean? It's great. Again, it's time to decide. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm ready to share my life with somebody. I'm ready for it. Scorpio, yeah, instead of embrace this change, instead of go, oh, I don't know. No, this is opportunities coming your way. I mean, that is great energy there. Great. And Pisces gets 2. Win or lose. That's the way we got to look at it. One nurtures us and the other one tears us apart. It's your choice. And heal. Break the chains that bind you. Nurture yourself. You have, the three of Cups also shows, opportunities through friends and all of that, or meeting a new friend group, or opening up to being more social or something like that. But breaking the chains, Pisces, that bind you, fantastic. Fantastic. All right. Wow. So Cancer, decisions. Scorpio, embrace. And Pisces, heal. Woot, I'm going to be rich. That's it. That's it. All right. Closing message for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's making me work for that. There it is. All right, Cancer. Closing message is prosperity. Yeah, and this is just loads of it. Prosperity comes from hard work and a love for life. Again, This shows victory and success. And when you focus on that, well, then the universe says, you got it, kid. You got it, Cancer. Let me do it for you. Closing message for Scorpio. Yeah, look at that. It's beautiful. Hope. Hope is the light in the darkness. Never extinguish it. Embrace the opportunities. Embrace the change. Sure, it's going to feel an adjustment, but you're ready for it. You're ready for it. And Pisces, yeah, bravery. Face the unknown with bravery and trust your steps. Love that. Wow. Water signs. That is your end of the year business over here at the Tarot Town. And I mean, this is great energy. This is, Cancer is just getting themselves aligned. Scorpio, you need to get in line with hope and embracing the new opportunities and embrace change. Run towards it. Run towards it. Same thing with Pisces here, is being brave to heal, to break the chains. It takes a very brave person to say, that's it. I got to heal this. And you're already halfway through your healing, But there's a great change here when you aren't your worst enemy, but your best enemy. You know what I mean? Like the best person in your life. Like you've got your back. You know what I mean? And that's celebrating. Celebrating your wins. Celebrating your healing, celebrating your new beginnings, and on and on and on. And celebrate the fact that you're pretty brave for doing what you're doing. It's beautiful. It's beautiful energy. Very water-esque energy. You know what I mean? Fantastic. Water signs. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget that the midweek reset tarot reading is posted on Wednesdays. And of course, tomorrow morning, wake up to the freaking weekend. How come it's not showing up on the other screen? Freaking weekend. 10 a.m. And it's a good one. It's a good one. All right, everybody. Anybody got any questions they want to throw down? You want me to throw down some cards for you? Better do it quick. Oh, let's take water signs off the board. I like doing those elementals. I'm thinking about doing throwing those out once a week, is readings like that. Not on the live, but like doing it on a video. So let me know. You know what? While we're at it, why don't you let me know exactly what you guys want to see? What kind of tarot readings do you like? Let's do it. Monthlies are out. Monthlies are out. They don't do well. And YouTube's oversaturated with them. But yeah. Why'd you relight those candles? I don't know. What a great live. What a great live. What great messages came through for the rest of the year. And that's fantastic, because that's why I love to do what I do. And I don't know about you folks, but I'm ready to put 2025 to rest and be ready for the new year. We're going to do a couple special things here to kind of solidify that new approach to 2026 for all of us. We're going to do a winter solstice meditation, reading, all of that. Really cool, really cool. And I think if it's possible, I would like, oh, good. Yeah, I like the elemental readings too. If it's possible, there's a really cool meditation that deals with darkness. And if you could do the meditation in like a dark room while we're all doing it, I'll even like darken my lights in here to do it, because it's great. So I'm thinking about maybe bringing that up, or maybe just a a brand new meditation for a brand new year. You know what I mean? So the winter solstice, if you hear about me talk about it in the weeklies, because that's where you get all the astrology, I go into great lengths about the 4 times a year that are the best times for you to get aligned with all the energy going on around us. That locks you into your true north. And the winter solstice is very, 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 it's that last one. Because guess what? You know what the winter solstice tells us that's going to be happening in another week? Is that winter is almost over. Yes, darkness coming into light. Absolutely. And that's what's going on. I mean, after that, it's gravy. 3 months from now, it's going to be spring. I mean, because you know how I like my spring and my summer, boy. Oh, I can't wait. What's going on here? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Why? Everything's working great. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Are you guys experiencing buffering? How did the signal go from great to poor? I think YouTube telling me lies. I don't know. Maybe that's what did it last time. Is because I see this like warning flashing, and I panicked and started messing around with settings, and I think that's what put us into the downward spiral. But not today, Satan. Not today. Yes, I love spring too. I love summer even better. I love me some summer. Summertime, summertime. It even feels horrible to sing it right now, because I'm going to get up in a little bit and see it fucking polar vortexing out there. I had one minor glitch, but you're back. Off. That's weird. That's really weird. All right. Cool. All right. Well, things coming up. Again, we're always going to be doing a live on Thursday. I think though, I think Christmas Eve or Christmas is on Thursday. I'm not sure. Let's take a look really quick. Yeah, Christmas is on Thursday. What if we did could we do like a Christmas pajama party? Me and some ironic onesie, that would be a sight. I would look like fucking Ralphie in the bunny outfit, All right, everybody. Announcements coming up. Friday, 8 p.m. on TikTok, I'm going and doing a live there. If you want to come in, if you just want to come in and tappity tap 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 tap, I'd love to get like what for the party, the pajama party. That would be awesome. Just hear those sleigh bells ringing and jing jing jingling too. Like singing really bad Christmas carols, like drunk 1950s ish singers, with a martini glass. No. Every time I'm thinking of that, I'm thinking of that episode on Schitt's Creek. The montage that they do. That's hysterical. All right. Yeah. So I'm doing a live Friday at 8 p.m. on TikTok, just feeling the waters out there. And then on Sunday on TikTok, I'm going to be doing like a tea and read, Sunday tea and read. We'll have our Sunday tea, and as we're wiping the sleep out of our eyes, we'll get some encouragement and enlightenment. Wouldn't that be fun? I'm almost filling up almost every day of the week with some shenanigans that I'm doing on here. I'm telling you, give a Leo a camera and a fucking hope and a prayer and watch them go. You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right, everybody. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Share the channel, share the lives, do all that stuff. Yeah, 2026. Fantastic. Looking forward to it, that's for sure. Yeah. I'm growing my hair out. I'm going to wear that ironic ponytail, you know? No, I'm not. No more ponytails for me. I went through that. I was done. I think I got it cut off at 30. Yeah. And then did the whole spikes that would go through glass or a child's eye. All right, everybody, I am going to start just riffing, and that won't be good for my image. So I'm going to go ahead and end the live. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, thank you so much. I love doing